I'm a phenomenon, stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn, and I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted, can't copy, printed, can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap, and I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
This product is brought to you by Unknown Brain. Thank you for listening. Love you all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Blink Entertainment LLP. Quality content in a blink.
CSGO Pro League right back and right underway. Here is day 3 of our action kicks underway and day 2 of the English stream. I'm Time to Light. Joining alongside me here is Edge for our 3rd day of play and our last day of play here in our Group A group stage. Edge, how you feeling about our matchups today?
I mean, I'm really excited once again. Getting back to the CSGO. It has been a hard seg, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what the teams. I mean, I've already looked at the teams as well. They are some of similar teams, some similar faces still there. So I'm really excited to see if they bring something new to the store this time around, because these teams have been in the scene for a really long time for now. So expecting to see something different, but at the same time, looking at these recent matches, right, coming from these teams, all the teams, as a matter of fact, they've been playing textbook. I mean, maybe it feels like they're saving the strats for, maybe the big days. But yeah, I'm hoping to see something unusual coming from these teams today.
I always like something new and innovative, but we'll get to what can be new and innovative a little bit down the line. I'm a big fan of CS2, just came out. I've been playing it a decent bit. I am undefeated thus far, so, let's go. Steps in the right direction, significantly better than my Counter-Strike Global Offensive win-loss ratio, but that's neither here nor there. A massive shout out to our sponsors and partners here in the CSGO Pro League. Our media partner, AFK Gaming, radio partner, MyFM, community partner, QLAN, our streaming partner, Geo Games Watch, and our smart lock screen partner, Glance. You can see all of those in the bottom right corner of your screen, and they will be across our branding across the board, because we appreciate them and we could not do this event without their support. A massive shout out to our production staff as well, making sure we keep things going in the background. But moving on, in this matchup, we have a couple teams to talk about. These teams, at least for this first matchup, you've got ROG Gaming and Wasted Potential. Wasted Potential, I think coming in this, have a little bit of an advantage. These are your 8 teams in this group, but the 2 to look at are the 2 in the bottom middle to kick things away. Wasted Potential on your left, ROG Gaming on your right.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams, once again, Face Potential has been one of the top teams for a while now. ROG Academy, they always have these new faces, new players showing up, and they've been, consistently trying to develop these new players in the scene, the up and coming players, up and coming talent of the region. So it's going to be, interesting matchup, and also the fact that both these teams know each other very well now at this point. So they're going to be reading each other very well. But let's see how it is going to go as we move on to the map Vito. I'm expecting to see something very familiar, and there you go, Inferno. I mean, two things that remind me of CSGO. One is Dust, the other one's Inferno. I mean, I personally love Mirage, but unfortunately, it's going to be banned, and rightfully so, because Face Potential are very good on that particular map.
Now, the way map bans were done in this matchup is a little different than what may be stock standard. You can see the map bans are a little jumbled. That's because we do it the same way that Premier, the matchmaking game mode, does it, where it's 2 bans for the first team, 3 for the second, and 1 final for the original team to decide the final map. In order, it went Ancient and Anubis banned by Wasted Potential, Mirage, Vertigo, and Overpass banned by ROG Academy, and then Nuke banned by Wasted Potential to leave Inferno as our first and only map in this best of 1. I said some new and exciting things. Inferno's a first map, not particularly new and exciting here, Edge.
Yeah, Inferno, I mean, we've already begun, I feel like, but yeah, right off the bat, ROG Academy coming out strong, already getting themselves a 2-round lead here. Now, Evil Prince is the only one standing with a Mac 10 in his hand and 4 players actually against him. This one's pretty much gonna go. It's ROG Academy. Yeah, it is gonna go in the favor of ROG Academy. Yet again, if I'm not wrong, there you go. The Galil spray comes down, Evil Prince goes down. Base Potential, well, still stuck on 0 as ROG put up 3rd on the board.
First 2 going, I believe, in similar fashions. You can see KDs on your left and right. Not a whole lot of deaths for the ROG Academy side. In total, they've died 6 times between 5 players, with Smoke being 3 of those 6. Sorry, C being 3 of those 6. So, fairly clean rounds, all things considered. And Wasted Potential now need to have some potential, or something, coming into this first half of play. Having been the whole now get in. They're in a much better position, but good utility. Ability on Boulevard, ever so aptly named, will prevent ROG Gaming from
Well, it's a beautiful grenade there, dealing a bit of damage there on the seat. Narkin as well being tagged up. Is all that he stands with right now as ROG Brock takes down another, clearing down Banana. They want that control. They want to make sure that they have map control. Look at this positioning coming out. Evil Prince is still towards B, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he's the only one trying to hold on Banana. 3 players on towards A. The only person right now keeping them busy is Rennie. He's making sure that the rotations don't come through, and he's actually doing a pretty good job.
You can also see with Evil Prince fighting that kill, they just back away. That does give a lot of ground here for ROG Academy, but importantly, they aren't taking it. They're just heading back over towards A, which is the stacked site of the 2. Now, granted, Wasted Potential does have, I'd argue, better positioning and significantly better health pools. But the difficult position for ROG Academy is, can they clear out the entirety of this hold? It's a very diverse setup. Catastrophe already finds the first kill, but can they convert off of knowing where Catastrophe currently lies?
So the play is going to be towards A. As they're making their way slowly now, getting in position. The flash side, decent. Yellow flash is completely blinded. But he does manage to deal a bit of damage to one of the players, as he is still going to be stuck on side. Velocity dead to help him. Catastrophe gets taken down. Arakan gets himself a double. All of a sudden, it's a 2v2, but look at the HP on 2 of the players. The health are completely, actually very low. 60 almost.
Rennie doesn't swing far enough. Velocity wasn't seen lane, so does find the immediate kill. Arakan finds 1, and now find that follow-up. Can Rennie, that's exactly what happens. Velocity played very patient up lane, but the problem was they immediately got traded because the 1v1 without information, it can easily come back late.
true. I mean, Rennie doing a lot in this particular round as well, holding on towards A apartments and then waiting for that perfect opportunity. He did also, you know, go for the wide swing, but he did manage to secure the round. That's 4-0, and the economy on the side of Vested Potential is completely gone. They're just going in with upgraded pistols, a 5.7, 2 5.7s actually, and 3 deagles. Let's see how they work around with this. They're trying to push Banana. One of them is completely gone for as Brock. He has no idea what hit him. No. Yeah, he is going to be going back to safety. Dealing with the damage on the Seek as well. Down to 23.
Now's the time they're going to try and get past brackets safely. Seek does find a refresh. Seems like Yellow Flash, the only one there, has been hurt, but double headshots. One of them actually Yellow Flash on the site itself. A follow-up, and an important one there for Velocity, but Smoke isn't done in this round either. A 2v2, bomb yet to go down, as they have to get that on the floor. Finally they will, to initiate the timer now against the CT side. But still more than enough of a shot here for Wasted Potential in nearly a full eco to clutch this one out and bring up their first round.
They can definitely do this, with the bomb taken away now. No defusal kit as well. You need to keep that in mind. They need to stick it. Smoke. Rennie. Now going in for it. Rennie gets that kill on the Evil Prince. All down to Nox, who's tagged up as well. He's trying to tap it for now, but it does not get the round if I'm not wrong. There you go. They're just trying to... Oh, did he get the ace? Oh, no.
Smoke got 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can see ace on the screen. I'm like, wait. There's no way he got an ace there.
No, I think it's a bug when the match is paused. Honestly, not sure, but a little weird of a round. Unless, no, Rennie didn't find all 5 kills. Smoke literally knifed him, or shot him point blank. I don't know. That's a weird. Don't mind the tech issues, kids. It happens. I think it's whenever somebody gets up to 5 kills in the map, it shows them as having an ace in the previous specific round.
Oh.
That could be the case, because there's no way that the round 6 MVP was Rennie finding 5 kills and 2 assists at the same time. Mathematically impossible, unless he shot his own teammates in the process, which I highly doubt, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, ROG Academy do indeed pick up the round. Again, a valiant effort on the clutch, but just not enough of a shot at it. You try the smoke, or at least the tap, with no defuse kit. You don't have the time afforded to you, and you just didn't have the information on a very well-timed flank. All in all, ROG Academy looking very good to start off Inferno, but I think a good timeout here called for Wasted Potential. If it's a tech timeout, then it's even just fortuitous. But if it's a tech timeout, I think it's very, very well timed.
Well, I am hoping it's a tactical timeout, and they think, you know, long and hard about what to do right now. They also bring out the op now into play as Velocity. Where does he post it? I mean, Arakin also has an op in his hand. But one thing I missed, you know, looking at CSGO, it has to be the skins. I mean, the skins are just beautiful. I mean, they don't add a lot, but at the same time, they do add a lot, if you know what I mean.
Skins equal wins. Which is the same, because my Steam account just got hacked. Feels bad.
I should not have brought it up now, should I?
Yep, nope. No, beating a dead horse on that one. That's,
I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm sure we'll, you know, find a way to get them back or do something as they... You know, we're back into the game, and I hope Wasted Potential find a way to get back into the game as well, as they're down 0-5. ROG Academy, well, it's as the name says, it's an academy team. You know, they're still learning. And Wasted Potentials, as I said, I've seen this team for a really long time now, and they're one of the best teams in the region. So, for them to, you know, get destroyed in the first 5 rounds, ROG Academy, they're doing a pretty good job. But the star player for them, Rennie, already hits the deck. 4v5.
Not the greatest start to the round, but we have seen them come back from player disadvantages before, just like the previous round where they, granted, lost an AK to a full pistol setup, but that's neither here nor there. Velocity also bringing, I believe, the first op to this alongside Seek, so 2 of the first ops into this matchup. And try to play around the big green gun if they can, at least create that space for themselves, or opening kills for their gun in a much better position. I believe they have heard that Coffin's jump, so a little bit of a difficult position, at least for the time being, for Wasted Potential. They also only have 2 players in this B site. It'll come back to bite them if good utility's thrown forward, like we've seen from ROG Academy before.
So they've been really good with their coordination as well. There you go, the pushes are coming in now. Again, have to be careful. Evil Prince is in a really good spot, spraying with the M4. Gets one. The players are barging onto the side, but he runs out of bullets. Oh, he would have gotten that one as well, but all of a sudden, it's 2 versus 2. Brock is pre-tagged up as well. The Yop trying to go for that peaks there through the smoke. Unfortunately, not going to find anyone as of now. The bomb did go down. 40 seconds on the clock. Go for the kills and the defuse as well. Yellow Flash gets this on the smoke. He's all down to Brock with 11 points of health. Still managed to get one, but the spray is good enough from Catastrophe as he takes him down. That's going to be the first on the board, as you said.
A little chaotic for Wasted Potential there, but certainly a good round, and an important second pickup there on the backside of Coffins from Evil Prince. Finding a first is understandable. You're walking through smoke, no reason to fully clear out Coffins if your teammates haven't immediately died from it, but the fact that he finds a follow-up kill after his position had already been given away is really what stands out to me for that defensive side. If the CT side doesn't pick up that second kill, you're probably looking at a 3v3 with better HP margins for all 3 players, and a significantly more difficult retake. Evil Prince, even though on paper they weren't the MVP, I think they're the MVP of that round.
True, and also look at what it did to the economy on the side of ROG. They won 5 rounds back-to-back before this, but they immediately were pushed into an eco. Upgraded pistols once again, 4 Take 9s and the Deagle on Seek. Can he seek any kills over here? Has Wasted Potential? They're doing a really good job right now, if you ask me, with the mental especially. They're still playing it safe. Catastrophe, was it? Okay, I think maybe he was waiting for the flash, trying to dodge it, but it looks like the play is going to be towards A. Smoke is going to be pushed back, thanks to the molly. Hurricane, they're trying to isolate the player on towards this pit area. But look at Seek, there you go. This kill is going to be very crucial. Finds it. Velocity gets taken down. Now they're going to be running into the side with the Tech 9s. The running and gunning is just too good. One gone, but Yellow Flash decides to take down 2 players. Manages to somehow take down 2 before going down.
And I think he got a headshot on a Seek too, bringing Seek down to 16 health. So lots of damage done, but no, Wasted Potential. That's a wasted round, I think, on that ace site. He did a lot of damage. He just took forever to rotate. By the time that they were swarming the site, or ROG Academy, Wasted Potential had still yet to leave the A site, or the B site itself. They needed to rotate quicker, and because they didn't, it just is not a round they can argue with themselves to take. And in somewhat similar fashion at least, ROG Academy don't buy up nearly anything whatsoever, yet are still able to quickly take rifles away and get out of dodge. One player may die to the bomb here, depending on where it's planted. Everybody will survive, and they will indeed. ROG Academy, they pick up their 6th, and they keep 3 players alive in what was an eco round victory, and this is another cause for Wasted Potential.
Again, now, I mean, I feel like, you know, Wasted Potential, they're just trying to now change up the pace, because they thought they had the momentum back, right? They thought they broke the momentum of the ROG Academy. They win that eco, like upgraded pistols, yes, but they still managed to win that one. And Wasted Potential, well, they're back to square one. They are struggling to take down ROG here, even with a 4-buy. That is just amazing play coming in from ROG. The coordination, as I said, the synergy is just too good between these players. Arakin, Smoke, Seek, Brain, and Brock. They're making it work. They have the op secured as well, retrieved, rather. And now Velocity, he passes it to Evil Prince. He's going to be having the op, if I'm not wrong. But I'm trying to still understand why he wants to push it towards mid. I mean, pushing it towards B is still going to be a better option. But it looks like from his position, from his stance, it looks like he wants to go towards mid and try to get that pick.
Can't really blame him on that one. But the problem is, if you get caught out there, if your position's known, or you just give away an opening kill, you not only give away yourself, and you've been, one of the top fraggers for the team. Granted, it's not a very wide margin on the Wasted Potential side. 4 players within 3 kills of each other, minus Nox, who's really just been put out of position more often than not, rather than just losing gunfights. On the ROG Academy side, it's 1 standout player on the positive, rather than 1 on the negative, with those same 4 players all within 3 kills of each other. scary consistency between the two teams, if I do say so myself. But it's still looking like wasted potential. Need a little bit more team-based consistency to pick this one up. Fun little tidbit that this may be important later. Never mind, it's not. Somebody had to go back and get the bomb. It was left in a small information for a second. So luckily, ROG realized it before it was a little too late.
Take a bit of damage. They're already broken now. Can take a bit of heat. Smokes 95 with 5 HP is not gonna be an issue. Trying to take control of Banana once again. There's only one player. That is Prince with Yop as well set up. As I said, you know, he can just solo hold it for a while. Catastrophe though. Push up apartments. Takes that kill and decides to immediately just go back. That is gonna cause a lot of mayhem here for ROG. As they also lose another player thanks to the off by Evil Prince. Banana control has been taken, but not the side B.
You're also looking at a very similar situation for waste potential. Shot just barely misses, but Erican's still sticking around, and Evil Prince just rides the off. Balls of steel on this man as he actually gets one, but just barely misses the second attempt. In the meantime, Seeka's in the A apartments. Smoke now knows they're being flanked, but there's two players here. They may not be aware of this current situation, and importantly, I think teammate walked up to the apartments in through boiler. One kill now found. Do they have some support from the top of mid? No, but they now will. Seek has the bomb, has the A site, and now is a 1v3 to try and clutch.
Bomb down, Seek in a 1v2, 1v3. He already got one into the round going in. Has to be really cautious. He's trying to go for the quick scope. Finds one. Decides to not use his incendiary yet. But see, there you go. Now gives away his position. He missed it. He's not ready for this. He's not ready for this. But neither is Evil Prince. All of a sudden, it's a one. What is this? One. What is? Oh, okay. Okay, I think the long rotation got it. Yep.
The most hilarious thing about that,
hear the defuse.
He mollied himself off. He tried to throw the molly through apartments onto the bomb to make sure that he could go for the long rotation, but the Molotov landed off of the door frame on the apartment's balcony exit.
True.
And it landed on the balcony, and he lost the opportunity because of it.
I mean, I think the play would have worked the more they actually landed. But yeah, we have a timeout now coming in from the side of ROG. Feels like one of the players disconnected there because I can only see 4 names on the right side of the screen. Who is it once again? I'm not good with the names here. But yeah, we are going to be waiting, or maybe we're not waiting because I can still see the timer running. Running down, that is. Or maybe it's just an eco, so they're like, you know, yeah, just let it run. Is that? They're actually not waiting here. Okay, TTL, I'm kind of confused. Oh.
So ROG Academy is having difficulties calling a tech timeout. They've had to use 2 of their tactical timeouts to try and fix this. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, but you can see there's still only 4 players on the right side of your screen. ROG Academy's missing a man. Hopefully they get said player back, but we'll see. It's entirely possible. This is just a tactical timeout alongside a technical timeout. Either way, the previous round's still equally as pivotal. And you can see how important it has been for Wasted Potential to try and take away the money of ROG Academy. But, at the same time, ROG Academy has 3 players above $6,000. And the other 2 can still buy themselves utility and armor, assuming they get a buy from a teammate.
Well, the player's back. And as you said, you know, the buy will be coming in as well. All of them. Can go for this one. We see an MP9 on Nox. This is going to be interesting. I think he's going to be playing towards close banana or maybe towards apartments would be the ideal positioning of that weapon, if you ask me. But there's another pause now being... Okay, it's Wasted Potential. Yet again, going for another tactical? I feel like it's a technical timeout because the match is paused. So yeah, both of these teams are having technical difficulties here. Once again, why does that not surprise me?
Seen ROG Academy lose and then immediately come back with an eco and just completely switching up the tempo. They did that again in the following round, where they completely slowed down rather than sped everything up. And then they followed that up by taking forever to do anything, just to try and speed to do nothing. It was a game of hurry up and wait. And it came back to bite them. You saw the lack of mid-control, they tried to flank without information, that ended up putting them in a 1v3, and a valiant effort in the 1v3, but it ended up only finding them, well, 3 kills in the 1v4, I suppose. Evil Prince's swing off does not find it. But here goes the rush once more, and it's immediately responded to by Nox. 1 kill found, help from Yellow Flash for a second, and a barrage of flashbangs making things difficult, but Nox has smoked off the man he's trying to kill. The nade forward, that does not work in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You have to wait for CS2 for the nade to expound on the smoke. And just like that, Wasted Potential have 2 opening kills, they've lost a total of 100 HP exactly, and they've all gotten away with their lives still mostly intact.
The MP9 now upgrading to a pistol as well. Oh, sorry, to an AK, my bad. Seek was still the... Oh, but Rennie's trying to take control of this apartment area, but he has to be cautious because there's Catastrophe right next to him. It's all about who blinks first. Well, his positioning is great. He's not going to get spotted for sure, but if he jumps down, he's going to be giving away the sound cue, which will make sure that Rennie knows that at least one is close. But that 3 and the AWP spots him out. Catastrophe will get a freebie here if I'm not wrong. But will he push it? They're still holding these positions. As smoke will be deployed. Not from smoke though, but there you go. The positions are decent. The AWP is missing the shots. It's Catastrophe. Takes down one more. Smoke gets that kill. They're trying to get into the side. It's a 2v4 situation. Velocity has never ever revealed his position. Doesn't have to flex on the smoke. And Seek gets the up down. Gets 2 down.
To clear the back of the box though. Impossible. With 10 seconds left, it's so difficult. And a perfect bait and switch played in the 2v1 there. Yellow Flash originally the first one to wide peek. And then Velocity re-swings all the way in front of him to then bait out the close fire shot just for the follow-up to come from a distance once more. And Wasted Potential have a really good setup on that site. They have 1 player playing around the Arch's position just to hold that lane if they need to. They have a follow-up on the balcony and a 3rd sitting on the passive box, not holding the active angle, but holding behind the pillar. So everybody thinks they have this sense of security, just for it to be a true farce. And again, here comes an eco rush, as ROG will already find an opening kill. There is a response from Nox, but there's the AWP retrieved, turned into a follow-up kill, and somehow a 4v3, but with only 1 rifle available for ROG Academy.
The rifle's a big one. As the AWP coming in. Let's see how this one goes. Evil Prince is ready for the retake. They're just waiting to get in positions. 3 players on the site. That could be disastrous for the side of ROG, if you ask me. But that's still working. And the AWP coming into play. There you go. Seek, he wanted to get 1, and he does. Yellow Flash now with a lot to do. But according to me, yep, there's nothing that he can do. He's just trying to make sure he gets a couple of kills on his way out. Gets himself a double. Might not be able to get the 3rd as the timer is done. That's 7 on the board. Smoke with the MVP and Wasted Potential. Oh wait, ROG actually went down there. That means no weapon saved. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they still have money.
$6,000. It's not the end of the world for ROG Academy. Luckily, the continuous round streak that they had previous has given them a good basis for economy. But Wasted Potential don't have that save merit-based setup. They're in a very odd position. It's a single M4 saved over from the previous round. They were the ones to save over a rifle. With 2 Deagles and 2 P250s alongside 3 individual pieces of utility, one of them already used to very little effect. This is going to be a difficult round. No beating around the bush, no 2 ways about it. This will be a very challenging round for Wasted Potential. It's going to require either extremely lucky timing around opening duels, outstanding shots from the pistols, or just stack aside and hope that ROG Academy is looking the wrong way when you swing.
Holding. Yellow Fluff is just the M4 that's been saved from the previous round. They Seek down to 36. No real aggression being shown here, but they're waiting. There you go, the lineups are going to be coming in from the side of ROG. Wasted Potential, they better be ready for this. The rotations are going to be coming in towards B as well. The breed is perfect, but Can the kills come in? Flashes are good. Evil Prince did not see what hit him. Yellow Flash manages to get one on the Brock, but that's about it. Rennie trades him out immediately. Smokes there was a flank. Arakin is in position. This round is done and dusted as ROG now tries to defend the bomb plant. 4 versus 2.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Exactly. P250?
12 HP for Arakin. And Velocity's still sitting in church. I don't think they're going to get the diffuser off. And, I mean, I don't think that Velocity's even going to try for anything. But the best case scenario you're probably hoping for here, if your Velocity is taking a gun away. And keeping it yourself, I think, more importantly. If you can, you're in a great spot, but, oh no. Everybody's gone the wrong way, and Velocity may not even have the time to grab a weapon himself. No. Velocity will have to walk away. Everybody able to stay alive here is they'll all get out with their lives, but Velocity, I think, more importantly, does not save anything other than the Deagle and half armor. At that point, just run in and die. Run in and kill somebody else. You get more out of it.
True. Should have actually, tried to deal some damage. Maybe, wouldn't have caused a dent, but maybe a little bit of confidence boost there for Velocity. But yeah, manages to get a full bite this time around as well. M4, A4, and the Deagle in his hands. Catastrophe is only going to be having an MP9 to work with in this round. ROG Academy looking really good. The push coming in from Catastrophe. Will he be able to expect this? Spam does not come through this time. And Arakin, he manages to escape from the jaws of death.
Oh. One thing we haven't seen from Wasted Potential, though, is this forward of a position. You can see Catastrophe still waiting towards logs with that MP9. If he can stick around and keep playing that spot, they're in a much better position as a team, and they still have support from the top of Banana with no reason to clear this. Watch this. No reason to clear logs, and he still wins the fight! Catastrophe overswings and is caught in the peripheral vision of Brock. There is a return kill, so it may not matter in the end, but in the meantime, kill's now still going the way of ROG Academy. A self-smoke cuts off that Arch's position, and because of it, they lose a gunfight. Rennie, trying to find this refrag, finds one. Evil Prince still in the general vicinity, though, finds a return kill, and Rennie has to frag inside the CT spawn. A flank around the main box. Does he find the timing on Evil Prince? He has not fully cleared out Speedway without the information, but Evil Prince has also moved up so far without being seen as well. The timing is coming back to bite Rennie, who thinks that the B site is still occupied because of it.
I think he could still be able to do those, right? Evil Prince, he's the only one with some points of health there. But he should be very careful. Evil Prince, as he decide to go for this, he will hear the bomb plan, but their rotations are here. Okay, Arrow Flash is here as well. He missed it. He missed it. He barely survives. There's no time. Oh,
no, he's got it. He already got it down on the backside of the fountain. This is possible now. He jumps across, has a smoke to keep himself safe, and reload the AK. This now is more than a likely 1v2. The spray does 70 damage. Rennie's on 1 HP just the same. But he plays inside of his own smoke and takes advantage of it onto Evil Prince. But an extremely well-timed refrag off the information gained from Yellow Flash denies the clutch attempt. A valiant attempt, but it was just an attempt nonetheless, and it will be a 4th round for Wasted Potential.
That was close. Retrieves the AWP as well. That was very close. He almost got taken down there. But Wasted Potential, yeah, I mean, Yellow Flash coming in and spraying through the smoke to deal a lot of damage right off the bat. That was quite lucky, I would say, once again, but the read was there. So yeah, pretty smart at the end. Nevertheless, it's 8-4 right now. Can we take it to 6-8? Wasted Potential will be trying their hearts off for that one as the grenades are thrown in towards mid. No real control. Smoke's already pushed up. With them. Can he get another one here, Nox? He's in a really tough spot. Must get one more. What a great flash. Evil Prince, the support from them. Wait a second. I think someone disconnected. Wait, what?
Somebody did disconnect. ROG
Oh,
Academy.
maybe. Yeah, maybe he already went
Rennie
out.
left alone. This is just, it's bad either way. Losing a player, losing a body, either one not very helpful to the attempts here for ROG Academy. They threw a flurry of flashbangs at Banana, but they all landed behind Nox. They're still just waiting around sandbags, and Velocity there for yet another follow-up kill at the top of Banana. ROG Academy having so many challenges to get in. Remember, this game started off, what, 5-0, 6-0? And since then, Waste Potential have had a streak of their own.
True. They've been, you know, they struggled at the start, the beginning. But once they found the groove, they're now on a roll. And there's a really good chance that this might actually be 6-8. Because look at the economy once again on the side of ROG. They have nothing. Wasted potential, going for another timeout. I mean, come on, how many technical timeouts do we have here, Fel?
Infinite. No shortage of technical timeouts. I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
No. I'm spouting crap, as they say. I'm mostly kidding. But I don't think there's a limit because of a lot of times with events like this, you also have some issues ironed out with the server early on. So it's not fair to a specific team if they're unduly influenced by what is not entirely their fault.
Once again, I mean, I do kind of understand because of the fact that, you know, the weather is a bit off here. And it happens, you know, your internet might go down, your electricity, but whatever it is, ROG will be trying their best to get it to 5-9. Let's see, basic potential. If they get 6 here, I think they'll be happy. But if they get 7, that's just gonna be so good.
Consistency from Wasted Potential. Nothing to spot that by any means. And, oh, they're not.
He landed a head.
Evil Prince somehow finds a headshot on the opening duel. Seek was jumping just to be shut down into an early grave here in round number 14. Flash over top of the half wall ends up costing Evil Prince his vision, but he's still just sticking around. He does not care in the slightest. Nade down Banana as well, and he catches smoke off as they try to walk up. He's seen Arakan, I believe that's Arakan, walking up now towards the pit himself, and he finds a third kill. Yeah, Evil Prince is just him. That's all there is to it.
I want to go for the ace. I mean, econ ace, but an ace nevertheless, but never mind. It's going to be Velocity taking out Rennie. All on to Brock, who's just caught in no man's land, stuck between multiple players. 6-8 as Wasted Potential now are way back into the game. They were struggling at the start, as I said, but now they clawed their way back. 2-round deficit. Can actually make it 1 if they win this one, but it's going to be a buy coming in. 5 AKs. This should be a rush round. Come on. This has to be a very fast execution.
It's either everybody holding W or everybody playing the most passive Counter-Strike you've ever seen. It seems to be the latter of those two for the time being. They have taken a decent bit of default control, and Brock's moved forward there without being caught by the Molotov. He also avoids the flashbang, and that passive play is baiting Wasted Potential into disadvantageous gunfights. Smoke already finding an opening on the opposite side of Boiler towards the T-app stairs. Many rounds.
Utilities, that is something you need to keep an eye on. Nox has none to work with. 3 smokes for the side of CTs to go for this defense. As the rotations are already coming in, Evil Prince is the only one on towards B, trying to hold that with a Nop, as Nox also makes his way towards B now, slowly, actually, not making it completely, but now he knows. Here's the flashes, waiting. There's only 2 smokes to work with for the side of ROG. Nox gets an easy one here. Tries to go for one more. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. It's going to be a 4v4. ROG, they try to hit... Oh, they try to hit A. As C gets that kill on the Nox, there are 2 more on site. Are they aware of this?
Now they are. The first, but not the second. That was it. It was Yellow Flash who swung. They play the double approach in pit. That's the first time they've done that all half, and they do it the last round of the half. Wasted Potential had both players sitting in the corners of pit. One big pit, one mini. Velocity swings first, around the main breach in the pit, finds a kill. Yellow Flash re-swings for 2 of his own, and then ROG Academy couldn't do a dang thing about either of them because they just kept getting a reswung.
And now, ROG are on 8 as Wasted Potential. They make it to 7. What was the scoreline? I don't remember. Was it like 3-8? Was it?
It was, I think, 5-1 at least. I remember seeing 8-3 before that. Either way, an important comeback there for Wasted Potential to set themselves up. In our halftime break, we'll take a look at one of our sponsors, and when we come back, the culmination of Inferno. Never mind. No, we're not. Get wrecked. Elbows.
The sponsors had to wait now. Well, ROG, second half. Let's see how this one goes. I think the scores are still, mismatched here. I think ROG is on 8, basic potential's on 7 right now as we head on to the second half. It's going to be dual Berettas on a couple of players. It's going to be Arakan and Seek. Okay, let's see how this one goes as they are going to be on the defensive half. Seek trying to push towards apartments. The play is still towards Banana. That's an insane flash. Velocity did not see what hit him. Can dual Berettas. Unfortunately, can only get 2. But Catastrophe with a double of his own with the Glock. And now Brock gets a kill. Gets a trade. Finally, still keeping the man advantage.
Wait. Nox just walked right by Seek.
Wait, what?
They just walked right by each other. Both of them just walked down the apartments. Seek was sitting in the corner. You know the bait corner? You sit at the top of the stairs in the apartments. You just wait for people to walk by you. Yeah, Seek was turned the wrong way.
Oh,
and because of it, Nox just walked right by him. And Seek is going to go fully undiscovered. He will have all the control he needs. Does he find the kill from behind? Absolutely he does. Bomb dropped in apartments. Seek's position now known, but after he finds a kill. And Nox is going to have to 1v3 with armor against 3 players with armor, and more importantly, Seek, who still wields Berettas. Brock, however, will be the one to remove the head of Nox, decapitate the attempted clutch attempt, and cut it off at the pass.
Oh, that was a good shot as well coming in from him. From Brock. And yeah, I'm totally confused now. Who was who? Was that... that was ROG, right? ROG. Oh, no. That, I mean, I still think, like, it kind of worked out in the favor of Seek there, for sure, because they just walked past each other. As you said, I missed it for sure. I definitely did not see that one. So I was more focused about what's happening on Banana. But yeah, there's a potential. Now, again, second half, they're still struggling with the start. Pistols, both the pistols, actually, go in the favor of ROG.
You also see ROG, at least in the first half, really setting themselves up for success off the back of it. Here, I think they need to do something similar, but it's not going to be as dire, considering it's their CT side. They're also kicking things off well. I love this approach to a second round. You have one player invest a rifle, just in case you need longer engagements. Everybody else, SMGs, don't invest too much, but make sure you still have better weaponry, and can build up some cash for your investment. I think this is still an odd position, sure, but it's one that can very much be played with well if you use it well on the waste potential side.
Taking it slow, switching pace up. This is what I like from the side of attackers. This is what waste potential are known for. But they don't have a lot of weaponry to work with, right? Oh, a little bit of team damage there. Smoke gets stinged by Seek, unfortunately, but good thing that it's a friendly fire and only takes 20 damage. Not a lot. That one Deagle. Catastrophe. All eyes on him. If he can get one, maybe a weapon retrieve on the side of basic potential, then something can happen. Might happen. But 40 seconds on the clock. They're trying to hit Banana with an M4 posted towards that area. This is going to be disastrous for the side of basic potential if the trade actually comes down. Oh.
The rush worked. Flash through as well. Does not catch Erica, and there's the SMGs really setting in. Unarmored opponent walking into a meat grinder of the MP9. They cannot find anything. Erican actually aces in the round. Casual eco-ace at the MP9 from close range. Finding unarmored opponents as a kid with an MP9 is like seeing a child in a candy store. Just excitement and rushing all over the place.
Well, he's happy. That's all that matters. He's happy, and that age definitely puts a smile on our faces as well. As ROG, they hit the double-digit scoreline right now, wasted potential. They're still trying to find that momentum in the second half now. Let's see with the full buy now coming in. I mean, Catastrophe did land a good shot, right? With the Deagle. That's when I thought maybe they can actually retrieve the M4 and something might happen. But that wasn't the case. As now, wasted potential. Opening things up, ROG. They lose a player right off the gate as Catastrophe gets another one. Evil Prince is doing everything for his team. On the defensive half and on the attack half, but Rennie, did he see him or was that just a shot through the smoke.
No, there was a gap through the smoke.
Oh
The
no.
smoke did not fully extend. You could see it in the kill feed. You could also see it on the side of the smoke when the death camera turned that way. There was no extra smoke covering the back side of the arches on the bracket. And because of that, ROG Academy not only have a 2v2, but they have an attainable one. The bomb is down T-ramp, which is going to take forever to retrieve without giving away all the information in the world. And yeah, they've gained mostly A control, but it's not going to matter when Brenny sees this player here. Even from a distance, that's still information to work with, and his teammate, because of that, should be rotating over. Barring a very daring attempt to rotate B, this should be ROG Academy retaking the A site fairly quickly, and wasted potential walking onto what very well could be a trap.
Yellow flash knocks. Now both the players are towards us already. Once again, the smoke is not that good. They're trying to retrieve the other weapon here for Brenny just to make sure they have an even playground. But that will give away the sound cue if I'm not wrong. Or they just keep... Yeah, they're just sticking with the MP9. He has already given the sound away. So he's like, you know what, screw it. Let's just get the weapon and now go for the retake, a 2v2 situation. They do have a diffusal kit to work with, but the spray is good! Almost gets Brock as well, but somehow manages to get yellow flash, but Nox, well, he's not gonna whiff on someone who's very low. Wasted potential. They get the 8 on the board, but that was a really good round coming in from the ROG Academy side because that was 4 casualties and...
Importantly enough as well, Wasted Potential bring that round back as quickly as they can. They also play a very reserved 2v2 setup for a post plant. ROG Academy had a way back in, but Wasted Potential made sure that any way back in was just under their own circumstance and under their own control. That was a good setup and overall a good round pickup for them, but can they keep it consistent? We've seen them losing those in rounds prior. Yellow Flash not caught out by that Molotov, just barely caught out for some damage. Otherwise, still very lucky to be alive here, as he'll find one, but he'll drop to 12 HP off the back of it, and he'll make it out with his life. The nade forward, though, Brock not so lucky. And the B site, it is now undefended fully.
This round's over already. I mean, ROG, 2 Deagles and 2 Deagles to work with here. As he might be able to get one. That's an AK retrieve. Wants out another play. Brace him down. Okay, but there is Nox to save the day. Make sure that this does not stretch out any further, as the only player right now is going to be Seekon towards mid, trying to retrieve that weapon. If I'm not wrong, he already has a Galil.
Did Seek not see Yellow Flash? I mean, I could have the X-ray bias, but I'm like 80% sure he saw the shoulder. Either way, unfortunate, and ROG Academy will probably lose the round off the back of it. Seek is just going to patiently wait on the A side, and I don't even think anybody's around him, minus Nox, who's on the back side of the apartments. If Seek runs any further away than he currently already has, he's dead. He's going to run out of the apartment. He's so dead. Oh, this is... Oh my god, he actually did look at it. He just didn't fully clear it. That's what we call a courtesy clear, where you look in the general direction because you're going to anyway, but you still turn away like nobody was there, whether somebody's there or not.
9-10 now, 1 round deficit once again. It is going to be a buy round coming in from the side of ROG Academy, and they have to be really cautious because if they lose this one, they might have to force, or they might actually have to equal the other one. So Wasted Potential might be, you know, for the first time in this game, might actually have the lead. Oh, they're going for an eco. Oh, they actually want to save for the op.
I honestly don't hate this decision. You can't have everybody fully buy, so instead we're just go across the board. Hopefully pick up a few kills, remove some HP, maybe some weapons from the other side. It could be worse. Put your only Deagle here, or 1 of 3 at least, here on the A side. But the problem is, you've unfortunately stacked the incorrect site. You also have no kit, and sure you have some armor, but it's not really going to win you the round. This would be a miracle if ROG Academy were to prevent a tied-up scoreline.
One more catastrophe. Okay, he's not going to get that kill. It's actually going to be Nox who drops down Brock, but Arakan is there to go for the trade. It's still a 4v2. This round is over. They have to work. Let's try to implement an idea in the next one. How did he miss that one, Smoke? Ah, catastrophe. With the log. Beautiful headshot. everything's equalized. It's 10-10. Well, it's first to 6 now.
Valiant effort for ROG Academy, but it is just the attempt at doing damage in that round. Now, looking at a completely separate situation, if you see ROG Academy to get taken out as easily as they did there, they're going to be more upset than, well, the other side. And they've run out of timeouts, unfortunately. This is their last one that they can call. Again, fairly well timed. They've had some difficulties in the last few, but the fact that Wasted Potential is having such an easy time getting forward, in an eco or otherwise, is what's really scaring me for ROG Academy.
Rennie. He is struggling on the second half. He has been phenomenal in the first one, but now in the second half, he's not having quite a good time here. Now ROG Academy need him. I mean, look at the kills. Arkin sitting on 21. Smoke on 10. 11 each for Rennie and Brock. Seek, well, he's doing his part, 16-16, so he's sitting on 1 KD. That's not bad. But that's not great either. They need everyone to step up. I mean, take a look at the side of Wasted Potential. Yes, they don't have a lot of kills to work with, but they're all a bit more, distributed. 17, 14, 17, 13, and the other player who just disconnected. I'm guessing he has something around 14, 15 as well. So everyone on the side of Wasted Potential is showing up, but on the side of ROG Academy, Arakin, he's just popping. Everyone else, they need to step up. They need to step it up once more. Once again, keep in mind, this is the best one. It's a do-or-die situation. ROG Academy, they don't want to have an L in their face. Everyone needs that W. And Wasted Potential, I mean, once again, considering the start that they had, they're doing really well right now.
You're also looking at a situation for Wasted Potential where they're being forced to come back more often than not. I don't think there's been a situation where Wasted Potential has had the lead thus far, but they've been coming ever so close, just a little too far in those same respects. If ROG Academy can really iron out some of their more prevalent problems, for instance, finding opening duels, making sure they still have basic default map control that you're afforded to as a CT without having to throw the kitchen sink, to put in a little bit more of an obscure reference to Wasted Potential, then you have an opportunity, but I mean, Wasted Potential also having a pause here maybe cuts off their own momentum.
Yeah, I mean, this pause, well, it is, as you said, it might cut out the momentum, but at the same time, this is giving them time to talk about things, right? Both ROG and Wasted Potential are going to be utilizing this to talk among themselves so as to what is going to be the game plan, what is going to be the plan of action here. ROG Academy, how do you defend this? But at the same time, Wasted Potential, how are you going to go past that defense? I mean, up until now, it's working great for them. ROG, they are unable to build the wall that the side of Wasted Potential cannot climb, but ooh, the bulldozing power on Wasted Potential. None of the potential is being wasted, tonight at least.
They look good.
Very
but
good.
again, you said yourself in the beginning of this game, probably about round 4 or 5, Wasted Potential is a team that you've seen time in and time out in the Indian scene step up and take that control because they've earned it. They deserve it, and they've had their foot in this game for a while, in this region as well. But here, they're not having as dominant of a showing as that verbiage would entail. I think they want to improve as much as we want to see them do so. But the fact that it's been as close as it has, credit as well to ROG Academy, where they have really stepped up, albeit in the earlier stages rather than these later ones. But they've stepped up nonetheless to at least bring it to 10-10 already, and we're going to see a full gun round to figure out who will take that lead once we've reached double digits for both teams.
True. Praise you where it is. I mean, ROG Academy, they started off well, and they've had that momentum for a while until Wasted Potential came back into the game. But once again, ROG, they're giving them a tough fight. Wasted Potential, as I said, I mean, once again, they're the kind of team that is, they struggle once in a while. I mean, come on, everyone does. Everyone has bad games. You're going to be seeing a lot of upsets coming up. But this is the team that usually comes back into the games. It's one of those teams. They're kind of like one of those turtling teams. They just sit back. They're a tenacious one. They come back later on into the game, and that is what I'm hoping for, that they do. But at the same time, ROG, I kind of like this team as well. I mean, the way that they're playing, it's very fun, especially the dual Berettas got me hooked.
Duel's just as better. Everybody
Looks
says,
cool as
"Oh,
well.
this is here's my explanation for why dualies are the best weapon in the game." Anytime you say, "Oh, I'm wielding the best weapon in the game. I have the best gun in the game," you're talking about a singular gun. The dualies are the only instance in which you're talking about multiple guns. More guns equals more better.
Two better than one.
Dualies are better.
Oh, you have me on that one. But right now, we are going to be going back as the timer resumes. The player's back. And Nox it is. He's sitting on 13. There you go. As I said, he's still, contributing enough. Velocity is on 10. Okay, maybe I think it's velocity, right? Who went off? Because I did not... Oh. Velocity has 11 kills now all of a sudden. Okay, what's happening here? I'm a little confused. But yeah, once again, the kills are just distributed on the side of Racer Potential. It's 10 to 10. ROG Academy looking to get back into this one, and so is Racer Potential. Let's see how this one goes. Seek has the op, posting it towards B, I presume.
I don't know. These last couple rounds have confused me. Last couple technical issues have confused me. Luckily, the admins are still on it. Shout out admins. Shout out everybody in the background, keeping things locked in and keeping me sane. I'd never run this. I'd have no idea what the heck's going on. Brock has also just casually run down Banana, and it's worked. He's all the way already down. Erican has died, however. I don't know where. I think he's died at the top of Banana through a shot through the smoke. But I could be wrong in that presumption. It's either there or probably at the top of mid. Either way. Good opening kill, and Waste Potential already having that good start. They also have the site casually. One kill, almost a second found, but Vrenny, their position now noted, and both players jumping out of the balcony have already found a kill apiece. And that should be the round. That's a fairly quick end to what was a unfortunate tech issue just for ROG Academy to lose in the first 30 seconds.
Very aggressive. And very precise as well, if you ask me. And the call for save has already been made, because there's no way they're going to be rotating from B to A to go for this retake, especially with no defuse kit. They're going to be saving this M4, at least trying to save, because I'm pretty sure the side of Racer Potential, they're not going to let this slide. They're trying to find the players here, making their way slowly through Banana. But this puts Racer Potential on 11 for the first time in the game here, TDL. They're going to be having the lead, and Smoke. Ooh, here it comes. Sandwich.
No way.
The squash. The squish. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Brock. Oh.
Oh my. Bit
Scary.
close, if I do say so myself. But luckily everybody survives that engagement. So for the time being, there's still some weapons left over for ROG Academy. Well, the singular weapon left over for ROG Academy. They'll take their victories where they can find them. But I don't think this is going to be a round where they find victories. They again have little to no money. They are walking around with a single rifle, of which, well, Erican is now trying to take another one back, but you don't want to get overzealous here. If you do, you quickly get taken out, and that nade, just to really show you, it's almost 30 damage onto the unarmored opponent.
Dealing a lot of damage there. Either side, actually. Ooh, no way. Okay, Evil Prince now. He gets taken out. But Nox, he did not even go for the trade. I mean, he knows that there's one. He just doesn't know if there's another one. Oh, that's a good snap there coming in. Nox now must be given the call that there are multiple players, but Ren is still doing this. He's still making it work. Gets himself a double with the deagle. Oh, that USP. Once again, USP headshots. It's good, but you need to land two back-to-back to even have a chance to go for the kill.
Hold up. You can also see Spawn going down. Do they try and clear out the back corner? No, they don't. That's an AK recovered. Can Seek win the next fight? That's the real question. Molotov dropped to try and keep himself safe. He doesn't have any help. Seek still alone on the site, and Brock now left in a 1 versus 2. Brock, I will remind you, is the only one to come into this round with a rifle, and will be the last one alive with that same general notion in his favor. He's tucked into the cubby at the top towards library. He's going to be smoked off by the library smoke. If he can jump in front of it, he's in a great position. The problem is, he may not have found the timing. He finally does, but he drops off the railing while he tries to swing, and because of it, he loses the fight and runs out of ammo.
Oh my. Oh my. That was kind of sad. Not gonna lie. But that just happened. ROG almost made that one work, but they are gonna lose that one as well as wasted potential. Now get the 12th on the board. Looking to close this game as soon as possible and not give ROG any chance to make a comeback here. The grenades are gonna be raining towards Banana as the control will be delayed and will be completely denied as well. But in the meanwhile, Yellow Flash gets that kill on Rennie. Brock's tagged to 54. Brock's out as well. Velocity through the smoke gets taken down this time around, unfortunately. But Arakin, he's down to 46 as well. He has to be careful. He's the only line of defense on towards B.
Odd position. Oh no, and Seek just caught off with the op in hand. The jump out of the apartments with the op, attempting to follow-up kills Nox, but he will safely tuck himself back in the mini pit. And smartly so, Smoke will back away. Again, a round for wasted potential. If I've done my math correctly, that's 6 in a row now, coming back from 10-7 to now 10-13. And they're not really showing any signs of weakness. Velocity the only one to fall in this round. They've had fairly consistent round victories the last couple. This is a challenge, to say the very least, here for ROG Academy.
Oh, okay. But the defuse will not come in, of course. But Smoke will be able to get 2 more kills added to his quota. But wasted potential, they do not give a damn about this. They get another round out of it. 13 now, the devil's number. As ROG. Is that grenade good? Oh, we don't even see that explode. But yeah, as I was saying, ROG, they need to step up right now. It's gonna be too little, too late if they, waste any more time. They, as you said, no more timeouts left. So they need to keep talking. Use any time that they have to communicate, to talk about things, how things are gonna go. This is gonna be another force buy coming in from them. Wasted potential will hit 14 if they win this, and possibly 15 because of the fact that ROG have no academy. Will have no academy if they lose this one. But oh no, both of them caught with their pants down. First it was Catastrophe, and then it was Seek. But Nox gets himself another. What is happening? This is a very confusing round.
Nox is on fire. And I think more importantly, ROG Academy don't have their wits about them. They're having difficulties really finding out where they're going wrong in a lot of these gunfights. Yellow Flash throwing this Molotov out. They should find the timing. Rennie is still going to play patient. This is going to go either very well or very poorly. Either one. There's very much no in between in this position. He swings, he finds one. Will drop off safely and look to find a second around towards lane. And actually Molotovs that position off and keeps himself safe with a smoke. I like the decision, but he's now being swarmed from 3 separate angles at that. One up above, one swinging him for the main pit, and the third walking into the site itself, but he's just patiently waiting. No reason to get overzealous, no reason to overthink, but he still gets dropped inside with a follow-up kill found from Arakin, and a second as well with Brock splitting the 2. ROG Academy take full advantage of the time denial played by Rennie, and the kill, more importantly, to pick up their 11th round.
Finally. I mean, after the start, Nox getting himself a double, I was like, wasted potential, already secured this one, but then ROG somehow snatched it back. This is interesting now. Things are getting interesting. Arakin sitting on 24 kills, by the way. In 24 rounds, I mean, if you count it like that, 24 kills in 24 rounds, pretty basic. But the way this game has been going on, right? 24 kills is impressive. Rennie, with an MP9 in that position, could be deadly. It's all about timing. It's all about how you play as Nox decides to make his way towards Boiler. That's a good smoke to cover it for him. I think that's a flash actually that came in through. Yep, that was a flash, but no peeks there whatsoever. Making sure they have control over Banana, but not pushing it through as they do not know what lies ahead of them. This crossfire could be deadly here, ROG Academy. Will they be able to withstand the force that is about to come through? Wasted potential, 4 players falling back right now. Okay, never mind. But the read is good from ROG. They're already placed 3 players. That's a fake smoke if I'm not wrong. Yep. That is going to be a fake.
Does the fake turn into anything, though? That's the real question. They're still splitting both sides. 2 players walking up banana, with 3 players now cursing around A side. A certain odd position, sure. But this is not something that's generally absurd from Waste Potential. That smoke was very strategic from Evil Prince. He throws it off the wall to fake the fact that it was thrown from a lineup, to hopefully make ROG think it was a bait. The problem is, it doesn't do a whole lot. They're still rushing in, and they're still holding from distance. They've yet to clear out that main pit, and that's going to be their problem. Can Yellow Flash get this bomb down safely? That's the real question. It seems like for now the answer is yes, and Velocity holds the angle for the exit of Rennie. But again, Rennie's going to hold and wait for that bait to pay off. Velocity not cleared at the top towards Moto, but still swung properly, misses the opportunity. A CS2-esque spray. And it's ROG Academy with back-to-back rounds at the back of Rennie, just patiently waiting.
Oh, I missed that sound. Counter-terrorist one. But yes, ROG Academy, they pull it back again. Another round in their favor. And we see a timeout now being called for Wasted Potential. But tell me, TDL, do you think this is going to help Wasted Potential? Because I feel like it's going to help ROG Academy more.
I think it's split 50-50. Wasted Potential in the second half have had some difficulties post them getting 13 rounds. They also had difficulties before they even started their 6-round streak. But I do think that momentum has favored them a little bit more. If they can control that momentum by calling a timeout here and at least discuss things, I'd like that. There are also 2 schools of thought. You either call a timeout right before a gun round, like after you eco, or you call a timeout during the eco round, setting yourself up for back-to-back rounds. I like the decision of calling a timeout right before the gun round, rather than waiting just to have an eco anyway. But Waste Potential, maybe you're gonna waste a timeout with this eco round. Poor pun.
Well, all puns are good, let me tell you that. Some appreciate it, some don't. I do. I appreciate it so much, but we don't have the extras. Oh, there you go. As I was talking about the extras, like, we don't see that player through that. Ooh, Tech 9, but it's all about the AK from American and Brock. Well, he finishes things off. Both of them just clearing banana. 13-13. Right now, it's first to 3 once again. We're bringing it down. We are equalizing the score at every turn possible. It is going to be another buy coming in from Wasted Potential. I hope that timeout... Oh. Well, as you said, maybe that was a wasted timeout. They tried something, it didn't work out. Well, here you go. We have another timeout. This time it's a technical one.
I'm also really interested to see, for ROG Academy at least, how they can take these couple of pauses, this one significantly less time-consuming than the last, and convert those. We've seen Erican step up and be the lone player mostly to do so, 28 and 18, plus 10 with a 1.4, 1.3-ish KD. You're also looking at a situation where if ROG Academy can sustain where they are, then they're fine, but the problem is getting a little overzealous. Seek, for instance, swinging a little unnecessarily, getting caught out because of it, and ROG Academy losing an opening kill, something they haven't done the last couple of games.
Fair. Velocity is quite tagged up, and so is Evil Prince. 71 points of health on him. Also, I just noticed, I really like these, what do you call it? Let's call it UI. Where, you know, when you get really tagged up, your heart starts beating. Like, the heart icon there starts beating. And when you're pretty tagged up, it gets red. That is something very... I mean, I don't know if... I mean, people are noticing it, but that is quite beautiful to watch. Quite interesting.
I've seen that a few times, and I think it's below 30 health, is this the note? What happens when you lose some hearing as well. Walking in from that Moto side, though, they clear out the entirety of the A side. Very clinical here for the T side. They didn't clear out Brock, who's waiting in apartments. Unfortunately, he swung into 3 separate players. Timing, at least recently, has favored ROG Academy just for Wasted Potential to take full advantage of it here in round number 27 and take that lead right back.
Immediately snatch it back, and they have the open hand as well in the hands of Evil Prince. You have to be wary of that one. Arakin with a FAMAS this time. And Rennie, he's sticking to the MP9. We've seen him pull off some rounds with it, get an ace as well. Ooh. That was Arakin actually with the ace, my bad. But, you know, MP9. 2 players on USB. They're putting this the basic. I feel like ROG Academy, they need to do something different in one of these rounds to actually close out the game. Because if not, I feel like this might take us to, I don't know, maybe a couple of OTs.
OT is certainly a possibility, especially with how close these two teams have been in the later stages of each half. Outstanding smoke going off the fountain, and unfortunately landing on the default spot. That's a difficult position now for ROG Academy to play with, because they're losing that advantage of playing their utility. Heavy swing forward finds only a Brock, but swings up towards Flower Pots, presuming somebody was there. He was incorrect in his presumption, and because of it, he dies to Arrogant. Follow-up Molotov that'll land towards New Box, but instead it's a pop flash from CT. Smoke sets his teammate up for success, a re-swing in towards the op wielder, but Erican cannot follow up, and instead is still stuck around the orange boxes. This is going to have to be a fast play, and it is, only for Erican to find his 3rd kill of the round, and Seek still lies in wait with the op in hand. Now's a good time to go, back towards the A site if they can find the timing on the wasted potential half, but Freddy still making his rotation back over, and can patiently wait, as he's done already 3 times in this map.
He's just sitting there, 15 seconds on the clock. He's gonna hear them run in. He just needs to kill this yellow flash because Evil Prince is quite tagged up. And the running gun is there. There's no way he should be able to land this very close. Well, 4 seconds. No time!
No, he's out.
No
He's
time!
The time it took him to retrieve the bomb, switch to it, and then try to initiate the plant was just about half a second longer than the game gives him to plant itself. And because of it, that half a second, the difference maker between a 1v1 that we're still currently in with the bomb down, and now us tied at 14, guaranteeing that at a bare minimum we will have to play 30 rounds, if not more, should we go to OT.
Pretty early for you, isn't it? For this, at least.
It's 9:10 a.m. and I'm already 30 rounds into a first map of CSGO. Oh my. Oh. I'm taking a nap.
Great start of the day, if you ask me, to be really honest.
Can we get production staff to get us to take like a nice break between maps 1 and 2 on the day? I need a nap.
Oh, I need coffee. Need to.
Make tea?
Yeah, that was tea. It's different, right? Come on, that's tea. I need my caffeine shot as well. It's different.
Wait, you don't have caffeine in your tea?
I mean, I don't think that's how tea works here, at least. I don't think there's caffeine in my tea, at least.
Bozo.
Is that? I gotta go do some research later on. But for now, ROG Academy, they're 2 rounds in, and that, I mean, if they go 2 rounds in, they're gonna end the game, get the W. Same goes for Race of Potential. One of these teams are gonna be struggling for the next round because look at the economy. Whoever wins this has a really high chance of closing out the game. That is why they went in for the buy.
I was about to bring up the buy of ROG Academy, or in this case, the lack thereof. Because of how many players have died in the last few rounds, for instance, the last round only keeping 1 player alive themselves, and that was without the op, by the way. Wasted Potential have really bled away that economy and forced reinvestment after reinvestment. I'll also remind you that in the previous round, the Flower Pots position that Brock currently occupies was cleared. However, nobody was there. Hopefully, the lack of presence in the previous round, at least for Brock, gives him that sense of security to re-swing for 1, maybe even 2, off the back of Eric, and now playing Coffins with 30 kills.
He has 30?
31.
Alright. I mean, it's time to put that to test as he gets 1 more. It's going to be Brock, actually. Still in that kill, but Brock is now going to be cleared away as Nox gets hit. Hurricane has to be cautious, giving away his position on the wall. Gets 1. Gets the FAMAS secured now. A 4 versus 3. Scratch that and make it a 2v2. 2v4, I'm sorry. As Smoke and Rennie with 2 MP9s. Raise the potential. On the brink of a win here, if you ask me, to be really honest. But the color is still in the hands of Catastrophe. Smoke is waiting for the... let's call it exit frags now. I'm pretty sure he's waiting to get a kill or two, maybe retrieve the weapon and take it forward into the next round. That's what Rennie was trying to do as well, but Catastrophe says no. And now it's all down to smoke. No one is exiting to this area. Oh, that is catastrophic indeed.
Catastrophe living up to his name. And it's a difficult position there when you really analyze how ROG Academy played that. I talked about Brock having to swing off the back of Erican. He does so, but honestly just too early. Erican swings a little late for the original kill he was looking for, and then Brock is actually the one to finish off that frag. Your goal as the player there is to wait for your teammate to find an opening kill or to die, and then swing and play off the fact that Wasted Potential would think that it's clear. But he finds that kill too early, would then have to switch to another target just for that target to already be looking in his general direction, because as silent as the M4A1S seems, off the name, it is not silent, it's just a little quiet, especially when you're that close.
True. And now look at the buy coming in. 2 MP9s and 3 5.7s to work with. That is all. ROG Academy, they would require a miracle to take us into OT. Wasted Potential, they are, I was just smiling, but look at the positions coming out from ROG Academy now. They're pushed up. They're completely pushed up. Wasted Potential, they might actually make a mistake here by just staying in this area for too long. But there is one player. There is Evil Prince watching flank, is it? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not. Evil Prince gets taken down. Velocity in the meanwhile does manage to get the trade. It's a 4 versus 4 situation as they try to get control onto her side. There's still players behind them to worry about as Brock gets one yellow flash. The trades are back and forth. Now 2 players. Oh, Velocity.
No way.
Velocity. I think he just won the game for them.
The bomb still hasn't gone down, though. The bomb will not be seen by Vrenny. He's a little late, and there should not be a rifle that's easily recoverable in this 1v2. You have chest armor only. You have a 5.7, no utility, no kit, no primary weapon, and you have to clear one of the more difficult crossfires to take care of in the back of B. Both players holding their own angle on the front side of the pillar, neither of them looking directly at one another, so no hope at a team kill. And the difficult position is, can you get there quickly enough to try and find a frag? You don't have the fuse kit, you don't have an opportunity, and now after being heard on the run forward to the bomb, you don't even have HP. Here in group play.
That is an amazing matchup. It was intense, let me tell you, but yeah, Wasted Potential, they somehow get that W by the skin of their teeth. They barely made it, but yes, I mean, congrats to Wasted Potential, but at the same time, tough luck for ROG. The penultimate round, unfortunately, was, where they actually lost the game as well, right? I mean, even in the end, there was really high hopes. The play was decent. The plan was really good at the end, the way that they actually pushed towards second mid, getting that control on towards mid, and then try to take down Banana, but then Velocity, the presence of mind for him to just wait there, and the trust he had on his other teammate to make sure that he goes alone into the side and just, try not to lose that fight, but unfortunately, it's going to be, fortunately for Velocity, it was him taking that fight and winning that duel in the end. Yeah, the play was not even looking for him. There was night and day difference in that last round there, for sure, especially with the weaponry coming in.
You're going to see with Velocity playing as he was, playing as quickly as the team was as a whole, you had a lot more difficulties to run into for ROG Academy. And coming into this, ROG Academy was not in the greatest of positions group stage-wise. They were 1-1 in terms instead of 2-1, like we saw here for Wasted Potential, and they were not just on the precipice of trying to get into playoffs. Wasted Potential, however, now in a great position to try and move it forward into the playoff positions. The other side of that conversation as well is trying to see the consistency from ROG Academy. There were strings where it just looked like they went out to lunch to try and grab a bite to eat and then forgot to return, whether it was the CT side for 6 rounds in a row or the T side in the last half. They could not find that foothold on a consistent basis, and that lack of consistency, or in some cases the consistent lack of pressure, came back to bite them and just allowed so much real estate gained back by wasted potential that just was not attainable in the later half or later stages of each half to try and turn that back in your own favor.
Fair. I mean, as the game progressed, right, where's the potential? They started getting that momentum. They started being a bit more confident. At the start of the match, I felt like, ROG, they were just destroying where's the potential. And I was like, wait a second, this is not the team I know. This is not the, kind of plays they make. This is not the, this coordination, the synergy. But ROG Academy, once again, they put up a very tough fight. I actually expected this to go into favor of Vesa Potential pretty early, to be honest, something around 16-12, 16-13. But yeah, I mean, ROG Academy almost took us to overtime, almost gave us an upset as well, if you would ask me. But ROG, those names, I mean, I've also looked at the players and also the coach. Those are some big names that are coming in. But I feel like a bit more, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say a bit more practice. I would just say Vesa Potential were a tad bit lucky there with the economy coming in the second half of the game. So yeah, it could have gone either way, to be really honest.
It could have, but in the end, it didn't. We'll take a look at our scoreboard just to really divulge into the stats and break down what was a 30-round barn burner on our third instance of Inferno, at least on this stream. Here is that scoreboard, and one that was somewhat close, all things considered, especially for wasted potential. Those 5 players were close seemingly throughout the entirety of this game, and I remember bringing it up. I want to say round 5, maybe round 6 or so, how the kills and deaths were for wasted potential. I distinctly remember 1 player on 6 kills, 1 player on 5 kills, 2 on 4, and then Nox was like 1 in 6. He then went 23 and 22 with massive impact frags in the last 4 rounds to pick up the game.
I mean, look at these. I mean, look at the scoreboard. You would be like, yeah, the Yellow Flash, Catastrophe, Nox, all of them were popping. Evil Prince, in the meanwhile, 18 kills, the bottom of the scoreboard for the side, but the highest number of MVPs. So it's not always about the kills, it's about the impact. And Evil Prince, with that op, was deadly. He held on to sites. He did not give away. He was the anchor there on towards B most of the time. And even on the attack half, right? I believe there were a couple of rounds where they did bring out the op coming into play. It was not that beneficial, but it did still, get himself a couple of kills here and there. And the plays that they were making, I felt like ROG were playing a bit more textbook when compared to Razor Potential. Because you could, I mean, in the last round, yes, ROG did do something out of the box, but Razor Potential, that push coming in from Catastrophe into the apartment, almost towards the spawn of the terrorists. All of these combined made, I think, maybe that is why Razor Potential had that slight edge over ROG Academy, and that's why we see a 16-14. Otherwise, could it be the other way around? Or we might have actually witnessed an overtime as well.
We could have, but in the end, unfortunately for ROG Academy, we did not see an OT come through. That's our first map and match of the day done and dusted. Not a clean victory for wasted potential by any means, but in the end, a victory nonetheless. We're going to take a break, and when we return, it's our second and final best of 1 of the day. It is Original Gangsters taking on Marcos Gaming. Before we head to there again, a massive thank you to our production staff in the background, the admins for taking care of that entire debacle around round 21, and of course, as you can see on the right side of your screen, our media partners making sure that you can see, or if you're listening on the radio, hear these matches across the board. AFK Gaming, our radio partner MyFM, our community partner QLAN, making sure that we may be able to bring you an in-person event in the near future. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Geo Games Watch, our streaming partner, and our Smart Screen partner Glance, making sure that you all can see the matches in any way, shape, or form that you do indeed please. We're going to take a break. When we return, our last match of our day 3.
Oh,
This broadcast is brought to you by Blink Entertainment LLP. Quality content in a blink.
oh, well, TDL. Oh, come on, TDL. It's time, bro. We're back.
I forgot. We have a second map. I forgot. 30 rounds in map 1. I almost forgot we had a second. Speaking of which, welcome back to the CSGO Pro League, brought to you by Blink Entertainment. There is still another match, no matter how tireless our first one may have seemed. I'm Time to Light, joined alongside me here is Edge. We are very punny. I apologize for us. I don't know. We're cool. Anyway, we do still have a second map. It is Original Gangsters taking on Marcos Gaming in map 2, our second match of the day and our last match here in day 3 of play.
Yeah, I mean, first one was very lengthy. Let's just call it that one. But the second one, it is gonna be just as close, if you ask me. It's gonna be Original Gangsters taking on Marcos Gaming. Well, once again, a lot of huge names, a lot of familiar faces on the side of Original Gangsters. We have Doppler, DS King, if I'm not wrong. That's how I think it's DS King.
DS King.
But there's Device, ARX, and Lightning Fast. Right on the side of Marcos Gaming, we have Ryder, MC Guilds, Ghost, Defaulter, and Kara. So this is, a lot of these players are, once again, familiar with the audience, let's just call that, and they've been in the scene for a really long time. So once again, expecting a lot of textbook plays, but at the same time expecting something very unique, something out of the box coming in, especially with Lightning Fast there. I am not really sure if it's the same Lightning Fast I have in my head, but if it is, then I am ready for this one. This is going to be a banger for sure.
And also looking at these two teams, both of them are at 2 wins in the group. So I believe, I could be incorrect, so don't take what I'm about to say as gospel, but I believe that this game determines a playoff spot, similar to how our previous game determined a playoff spot specifically for wasted potential. So these two teams being about as close as they possibly can be in this matchup, we'll see where they're going to be as close as they hopefully can be in our map vetoes to come. I'm excited to see where we're going. Just kidding. We're going back to Inferno.
For a second, when you said you're excited, I was like, okay, maybe there's something new. But then I was like, oh yeah, never mind. It's a BO1 and it's CSGO. It's either going to be Inferno. I mean, it's going to be Inferno 90% of the times. The other 10% I feel like Overpass maybe, or Vertigo. But yeah, anyway, we're back to Inferno. The Marcos Gaming, they banned Vertigo and Abyss, and they also banned Mirage, which is quite surprising, to be really honest. But once again, OG, they are, as the name stands, OGs of the game, and Mirage is one of the maps that I personally have played multiple, I don't know how many times, a few thousand times. But yeah, we're just going to be jumping in. Inferno is going to be the pick. Are you expecting a close matchup yet again, or do you think this one might be a one-sided affair? As Marcos Gaming, they already have one round in the bag.
Marcos already with that opener. Some notable name changes. I'm not sure who is who on the Marcos Gaming side. No. Okay, no, it looks like they're all normal. I was looking at the wrong side. I switched them up for 2 seconds. So, it's okay. Everybody is who they say they are and who they claim to be. So that's good. And a pistol round already going Marcos Gaming's way. Oh, it's just sprint straight down Banana for Ghost. Ryder already taking 89 damage somehow. That's something to write home about. Doppler had to be the one to headshot them there. But either way, opening pistol already going Marcos' way. And Original Gaming trying to play a little bit more passive here with the lesser weaponry, just for Marcos Gaming to run it down anyway.
Lightning Fast, ARX, Doppler. The only one surviving right now. Is it the same Lightning Fast? I still can't tell. I still cannot tell, but either way, 29 points of hell between these two players at the moment. Original Gangsters, they're gonna be absolutely decimated. And Marcus Gaming with 2-0, and I really like this confidence coming in from them as well.
Hey, if you have the ability, play as confidently as you please, and it seems like they do, at least as of right now. The question still remains for Marcus Gaming is, can they sustain against more traditional weaponry? I, as of right now, can't tell you definitively one way or the other, but Original Gangsters also have to pick up a little bit more in the earlier stages of the round. Don't give away everything for free. They have no mid control except for second. They have no banana control whatsoever, and Marcus Gaming are just running it down seemingly everywhere. Ryder already trying to take that fight over. That lack of banana control comes back to bite Original Gangsters now for 2, but DS King just stepping up as well to the backside of mid. That's the step up they needed, but only for 1.
A 2v2, the bonus could may actually go to the side of Marcus Gaming as Big Kills gets a kill on the ARX, and now it's all down to DS King. Well, DS King is gonna get taken down as Marcus Gaming. They've had a good run in recent times. You know, Marcus Gaming is one of those teams who have shown us that they are one of the top teams right now in the scene. And, well, there you go once again, proving it. Getting that bonus as well. Picking up a double op setup. Okay, 4th round and I already see a double op. This is gonna be interesting.
Swing first. Not caught out, but switches to the USP and just domes DS King. There is somebody tucked in the corner next to him. He had no idea. Both Lone Wolf, that's Device, and Lightning Fast both finding an opening kill to return. That's an op to retrieve. I believe an AK or an M4 as well, if they can find it. And Doppler swinging through mid. No! Forces Ryder to team kill! Original Gangsters are going to get a bomb plan out of this, and they have the man advantage. That should be the round. That's the round. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that's how they win.
Oh, what's happened here? Oh, missed the shot. Ryder. You know, Doppler, he's just running. Right behind him. Little sound cue will be heard if I'm not wrong. P250 in the hand of Ryder, but the round is done here. Original Gangsters get 1 on the board, the first one, and what a way to get it, the confidence. Is that, I forgot what's the name of that P250 that he has in his hand, the blue one. It's called some Velocity or something. That was one of the first, Valencia, is it? I actually forgot, but yeah, that is one of the nicest P250s I've seen in a while. Oh, it has been so long since I played CS. Oh my god.
I'm playing CS2 as soon as this series ends, or after a nap, depending on how long this map goes. But I gotta say, the new CS is, I'm a fan, to say the very least.
Well,
Original
I guess I'm joining you then.
Hey, you're more than welcome to. We just gotta find servers between us. I don't know where.
Fair.
Anyway,
Ooh, I'm sure it won't be as much hassle as it is to cross that banana through the mollies, but Ghost get the opening onto ARX. The flash, it goes both ways, but Lone Wolf gets taken out. Defaulter with the MP9, but Lightning Fast is able to maybe at least get 1. Lightning Fast is down to 1. Was that a team kill? I mean, team damage. I think that was friendly fire.
it had to be. There's no way he drops down to 1 HP based off of just utility. And Lightning Fast was trying to clear out the underpass, but is unsuccessful, and ends up dying from up above it. 1 for 1 with Ghost goes Doppler, but the problem still remains player disadvantage. However, the benefit, they're walking onto a site that is under-defended in terms of weaponry. Kara stuck with the 5-7 out, but Defaulter there for the refrag without the original kill still going his way. He does end up getting refragged, but comes down to timing. Defaulter hears the walk away from Doppler, but still doesn't know exactly where they've gone, and Defaulter just playing around timing. Does he swing properly? He sees the head, but he cannot find the kill. Now's the time to either swing for everything or play as passive as humanly possible. And it seems like, rightly so, Defaulter's going to choose the latter after finding further information, waiting for the rotation from his teammate to come through. But Doppler wants to play for this bomb plant. He wants to play for the bomb plant 1v2.
That is the way to go. 17 seconds, 16, the clock's ticking. Fakes it once. He's buying it. Let's give it a something to and his position away. Right up with a beautiful shot with the up. Marcus Gaming right back into the game. 4th on the board as original Gangsters. Now they have to scrape off of the economy. And they are going to be doing it, actually. They're winning it. I think Device is going to be the only one who will only have a pistol, an upgraded pistol, that is. Everyone else, they're going to be having a pretty decent buy. We still have an op in play.
Op can very much step up here, especially up against what is a more stock standard approach here to Marcos. Minus the MP9 just running it down. Lightning Fast couldn't see a dang thing and couldn't see the MP9 right in front of their eyes. Opening kill again goes Marcos Gaming's way, and Doppler caught out by that nade. That's about 30 damage. Kara swinging off the back of a flash from Defaulter. A second kill now found here. Marcos Gaming setting up everywhere, it seems. Eric swings but dies to the P250. They always say switch into your secondary, always more promising. Tips of the game and tips in the name as original Gangsters with 16 HP between 2 players and a 2v4.
How is someone on the side of OG always alive with 1 point to go? Again, that's Device with 1, but he's gonna get taken down, but it's... I mean, is it still happening? Is it still the 99 damage curse? You know how people are like, oh yeah, he's 1 HP. This time they're actually 1 HP. Usually when I play pub, they're not actually 1 HP. They're probably like, I don't know, 80 HP left. They're like probably 20 hit. But everyone in my team comes 1 HP left, 1 HP left. But this time, today, everyone's like actually 1. But OG, they have to go for a... What is this buy? Like, what is this? Eric has 2,000 in the bag. And he only has Deagle and the only van... Wait, the man with the weapon actually went down there immediately.
Yeah, that's... this is a questionable decision from original Gangsters. It's everybody buy up to pistols, minus Doppler with a Mac 10. I think DS King had the AK. And then ARX keeps $2,000. Lone Wolf, in the meantime, uses the Mac 10 to full effect and actually finds a kill, but as the smoke plumes, so does the shot from Kara on towards ARX's head. 2v3, Op retrieved in this 2v3, and the rotation's going to be late here for McGill's. Certainly possible here for original Gangsters, especially with Device wielding that up, but the question is going to still remain, can they turn it into the kill to convert? The answer, absolutely not. For some reason, you could see Device with the op was just walking around the side of the box while scoped in unnecessarily. And because of it, he was just exposed to the free kill there for Kara. A questionable round, if I do say so myself, there for both sides, but especially for original Gangsters in the post play.
I would write off the buy, because that buy was just questionable to start with. Especially ARX as well, considering the fact that he did get a deagle for himself and he also had 2,000 left after that. I mean, he could have just should have just gotten on an AK maybe. You know, to be really honest, but there you go. A timeout now being called for the side of original Gangsters. They still have 3 more. This is a tactical one, and there's going to be enough money for them to afford a full buy into this one. But Marcos Gaming are going to be really happy. We see a disconnection there coming in, Lone Wolf, so we might be heading to a technical timeout, as this not only gives enough time for OG to talk about things, this also gives us enough time to point out that Marcos Gaming, they dropped down from the double up setup to the single op again. And it's usually, you know, it was Ghost and Ryder, but now we're back to just Ryder picking it up. And Ryder, once again, one of the best oppers I've seen in a long time. I mean, he still hasn't not showcased his skills in this particular game. But yeah, all I'm saying is hold your horses, because he's going to pop off. Now, if you don't shut him down, Marcos Gaming might just ride with, I mean, they're going to ride the momentum and just absolutely destroy OG.
I can also see that on a consistent basis, Marcos Gaming just are not playing with due regard for their own life. And when you have people, they say when there are crazy people running amok with weapons in hands, it's a little difficult to even deal with what they want to try and do, much less figure out what you want to do to respond. And that's exactly what's happening here with Marcos Gaming, where they are just holding W in seemingly every single situation, whether it's with full rifles, whether it's Kara running around with an MP9, whether you're seeing Defaulter flash in anybody, much less themselves. And original Gangsters haven't had the ability to deal with that as easily as we've seen prior. But On the opposite side of that coin, I'll throw you back to our previous game where it started off 6-1 in favor of the T side. It's entirely possible that this half goes back the other way. Original Gangsters finally find a footing, they buy up in this round because they have the money, minus their 5th player, and they can immediately bring the map back. It's just down to whether they can win a select few rounds.
Agreed. Totally agreed with that one. But also the fact that, Marcus Gaming, once again, just like the previous matchup, right? Wasted potential. All of these players are kind of contributing similarly. 7-6-6-5-7. Now, OGs, they still did not have that opportunity to do so. Because Marcus Gaming have been shutting them down round after round after round. OGs, in the meanwhile, I feel like they ran out of the technical timeout as well, because now the match is paused for a technical timeout, but this time it's on the side of Marcus Gaming. So, I think they're just helping them. But, yeah, massive loss bonus for the side of OG because, once again, losing all those rounds, unfortunately, Marcus Gaming, they would try to keep applying pressure, keep hitting them where it hurts. And OGs, they just have to withstand this for a few rounds and maybe come back. Because once again, just like previous game, this could turn around in the end.
That's presuming the game restarts. Has to turn around after the game starts. This will take a second. Don't mind the technical problems. Of course, always happens in the game of CSGO and can very well be solved. It's just going to take a little bit of time as our admins work furiously in the background to solve things before they fall into just dense despair. But Original Gangsters going to get their 5th in. We'll get things underway in a few. Apart from the game, because I feel like we're just going to be continuously rambling about something that we've already brought up about 7 or 8 times. How's your day thus far, Edge? I know you said you woke up somewhat recently. Did anything exciting?
Oh no, we're not supposed to disclose that. I hope my mom's not watching the stream. But yeah, I mean, so far I've had a productive day. So I would say, yeah, my day's going very well. I mean, both of us started with a 30-round match. Yeah, I mean, you live pretty much 12 hours. We have a time gap of 12 hours, I guess. But we still pretty much started this. Yeah, we still started pretty much at the same time. They begun with a 30-round CSGO match. Come on, what better way to start? If it wasn't me or us casting, I'm pretty sure it would have been you and me just playing.
Absolutely. I would have been more than happy to wake up at 6:30 in the morning just to play a game or two of CS2. I wonder, unironically, and kind of not joking, how many people would actually be on CS2 at 6:37 in the morning? Would I hop onto East server? Because I'm Central US. So would I get onto East servers, which is an hour ahead of me, for it to be like 7:30 a.m.? Or would I be on Pacific servers for it to be 4 a.m. for people being up late?
I mean, I don't know about the region, like the US region, but I mean, to your surprise, if you log in at 6:45 in my region, you're gonna be having a lot of players, a lot. I'm just gonna say a lot. I don't know, but you will find a game in under a minute, definitely.
Well, but we're underway. Speaking of getting in, 1-for-1 trade already off the bat. Doppler just sprinting up with a Nana. They're lucky to be alive in the corner, but no, there is the trade immediately there. It has been 20 seconds exactly. And already I believe we've had a disconnect once more for Original Gangsters, and ARX is in a 1v2. This is a start of all time, and a challenging one at that here for ARX to be in.
Oh no. Unfortunately, it is still a 4v5 for OG. They still brought it down to a 1v2 though, right? Now ARX, yeah, there is a chance here for him to clutch this out and get another on the board. Oh, there's a really good chance now as it takes down Defaulter. The other players coming up behind him. But do they know that there's one disconnected? They probably don't.
They should, yeah.
I can still see him in the spawn standing. Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Ryder should have been heard. Wait, ARX may not have heard him. Eric's may think a CT rotation's coming through. If Ryder can find the timing, it's going to be down to whether he can get forward quickly enough for Eric's to not see him. He still has a full kit of utility. Molotov thrown towards Dark does not find anything. CT smoked off. It's down to Coffins or the site itself, and Ryder just presumes incorrectly. He thinks that CT was occupied. He was wrong in his presumption. ARX wins the 1v2. You said it. An unfortunate situation for Original Gangsters. Device has lost power. So unfortunately, Original Gangsters will have to continue in a 4v5.
Second round on the board, that is what I'm more focused on. They somehow won a 4v5. They were struggling in a 5v5, and now a 4v5 did work out in their favor. DS King, you're gonna get, well, tagged up. It's down to 68. Surviving as of now, but look at the economy once again. It's kind of destroyed on the side of Marcus Gaming. One of the players have to suffice with just a deagle. One of them with a scout, and that's his GO8. As Kara only wields an MP9 lightning fast, evens it down to a 4v4, but it's down to 11 points of health.
Oh, Doppler finding the timing. This should be a free kill. Ghost should be seen is and is now dead. Important frag, but an important frag back as well over towards the B side. There's Defaulter, the running headshot to find 3. What is he doing? Just running around the B side. Doppler's now a 1v3. He's had CT control, but the problem is he's going to take forever to make this rotation. There's no way somebody doesn't look for the flank, right? Considering they've gotten mid control as well, somebody's bound to turn around in the next, what, 5 seconds maybe? There we go, 5 seconds. Magically, Ops watching the angle. This round should be over.
1v3, can he pull it off? I mean, he does have the potential.
Oh, I don't think he was seen. He's about to swing the 3 players not looking his way. The Op misses the shot, but no, Kara luckily there. That was too close. I'm sorry, that was way too close. In a 1v3 where they should know exactly where you are, or, well, process of elimination leaves them up to 2.
Oh my god. I mean, I just love how we both just went silent for a second there, just focused on what was gonna happen. And, yeah, I mean, there was hope, right, in the end as well. If Kara didn't peek there, the Oppa would have gone down, and maybe he would have connected the shot onto the third player as well. But 72 right now, Marcus Gaming, they should be a one-sided affair, considering the fact that they have a player disconnected on the side of OG. And, yeah, one-man advantage. Well, it's still the one-man advantage as Doppler gets that kill onto McGills. Nice to the molly.
Nice little 1-for-1. And all in all, decent position still for Original Gangsters to be in. Remember, every single round they are starting with a man disadvantage. I feel like it's my comp games where I have to just kick things away in a 4v5 because somebody either accidentally disconnected or just decided to rage quit. CSGO moment. Anyway, luckily not the case here. That smoke is a little far right, so they may have to cut off a little bit more. Does Kara get cleared? That's the real question. Patiently waiting on the site, they use the smoke instead. So they will 100% know that Kara or somebody is in this site somewhere. Plant attempted to go down, but Kara finds the kill through the smoke. A second one as well, as ARX cannot find the immediate refrag. And Doppler, it's yet another clutch situation. Already a first kill found though. His position noted on top of the hay bales, and Kara steps up for 3. Marcos Gaming make it 8, and they're looking to run away with this one.
Eight to 2. We still do not have the player electricity issues. Come on, that is just disheartening. Oh geez, they're not gonna be happy with this one. But Marcus Gaming, well, they were having a good time. They were having a really good time, even when it was a 5v5. But I'm pretty sure they're thanking their lucky stars there to make it a tad bit easier for them. Because OG, once again, this team is not someone to reckon with. Crash trying to push in.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
It's just annoying, isn't it, when the MP9 runs at you and you get taken down?
That's just rude. I feel like cruel and unusual punishment should be prohibited when you're running down Banana. You already have Molotovs thrown at you, you have nades thrown at you, you're being flashed out the wazoo, and if you're not walking through a smoke, it's a good day. Just for somebody to swing you from behind the half wall with an MP9 and run and gun your head down to just rubble. That's gotta be criminal, right?
Yep, it does hurt. It does hurt. It does feel bad. Marcos 9 now. Original Gangsters 2. I don't even want to go for a prediction of scoreline. I mean, look at them. They're just running. At this point, Marcos are just bullying the players of Original Gangsters.
I just watched DS King take 100 damage to a Molotov because he had a Negev in his hand.
Oh no.
You said you can't make a scoreline prediction. I think I'll take the cake for this one. Probably 16-2 or 16-3. It's not looking good.
It does feel like it's gonna be 16-2, but you know what? I'm just hoping. My fingers are crossed. I'm hoping the player joins back and we can have maybe a little closer of a game, like a 16-10. If it goes to this, if it goes in the favor of Marcos, because I feel like the comeback might come in, but if it's too big of a difference, it might not just happen.
An untraded opening. Original Gangsters bring back the man disadvantage they're given by default every round, but unfortunately, immediately one falls. It's ARX, the attempted clutcher in our previous, now the first one to fall for Original Gangsters here. DS King's bringing a new weapon, this time the SG. I have to say, I'm a fan of the Krieg, as it's ever so eloquently named, and just cannot find anything while fully flashed, and a follow-up swing there. Make it 3 for Ghost as he sees the feet of lightning fast. That's unfortunate.
Boy, oh boy. 11-2 now. Keep it coming. Keep it going. Well, it's gonna be quick for sure. 5 more rounds, 2 more in the first half. I have nothing to say, to be really honest. I mean, look at these buys coming in now. They have a couple of XMs there, auto shotguns, but oh my god, how does he get one? And that's not even just one, that's an entry. What's it? Wait a second.
Huh? How is ARX allowed to live for more than 2 or 3 seconds there? And how is he able to re-swing with an AK in hand? Kara sitting at the bottom of mid. McGill's wins yet another fight at the top of Banana, and ARX has seen the rotation of Kara as he was caught in the underpass. This is a 1v2 that is more than possible. The problem is the bomb is down Banana, and they have no idea where ARX has gone off to because he was seen around the top of mid, but he's since rotated all the way back down mid towards Banana itself. ARX tries to clear the back of sandbags just for Kara to be looking in his direction to win the fight. 12-2 Marcos.
Well, once again, how did he get an entry with an XM is my first question. Second question, as you said, ARX should not have, allowed to stay alive for that long. This time, I really love these weapon choices coming in from DS King and Doppler. They're just going in random every single time. Now it's an SG553 and a Negev. Well, I do not even get a chance to hear the SG or the Negev as the utilities just destroy them, and now a swag 7, as we love to call it, comes into play. At least I heard it before, he went down, and 13-2. Marcos Gaming just absolutely having let's just say a joyride here, and Original Gangsters, well, they've accepted their fate. They are just gonna try to have as much fun as possible, and if what you speculated at the start is true, then Marcos Gaming might actually secure their spot in the playoffs, thanks to, a player just unable to make it to the game.
You have to feel bad for Original Gangsters as well, because they were starting to bring a little bit back when the DC came through. It was, 6-2 at that time? So it wasn't an absurd scoreline to try and come back from, but it also wasn't great. It's still just a situation you would like to see them be able to come back from. And in pistol rounds, winning with a player disadvantage is even more difficult because you don't have that extra gun to just exist somewhere. Original Gangsters running it up main. They are going to try and split it if they can on the stage. The problem is there are 3 players sitting under, around the mini pit and around the big pit as well. Doppler finds one with a dually from a distance, cannot find anything more. Trying for the knife, close range, if they can pick it up, Defaulter should be team killed for that. That is a heinous crime of interrupting a 1v1 knife fight. Lock him up, get him gone. Marcos Gaming win the pistol anyway.
That was quite... once again, yeah, that felt like a violation. I mean, you come on, you're going in for a knife fight. Don't pull out the gun. That is not fair. That is not fun. You're winning the game anyway. Come on. What is he gonna do? Clutch 10 rounds back to back?
Easy.
Ah. Well, 14-2. We're looking at another. Yeah, mow down. Looking at a walkover. Ah. 1 second and 3 kills. I did not even see the other two. I was more focused on the one in banana. The other one did not even process in my brain, but it was lightning fast. Going for the knife. Going for the knife. I think he connected one. Yeah. Well connected. Now 30 bullets here. Michaels is not gonna let it slide. 15-2 this over. TDL. I guess it's time for us to, wrap things up and make sure that.
No. Original Gangsters, they found 3 kills that round. That was an economy hit for Marcos Gaming. That's gonna change a lot in this round. Is what I would say if Original Gangsters had all 5 players and it wasn't 15-2. It's not like you're right. This is.
I mean.
Oh my god! And a tactical nuke thrown up mid. You can see the outlines of 4 separate grenades. Lightning Fast is dead. ARX is on 34 HP. Make that 0 as he's headshot with a MAC-10. It is Mag 7 Swag 7s, and they're being run down. Kara swings, and Doppler is completely evaporated from the server. DS King's in a 1 versus 5, an ace clutch required, and he's elevated on the new boxes to try and clutch from a distance with a USP or a Mag 7. Oh my goodness gracious.
Do they actually had to blame this bad? Do they actually had to bully this team of unfortunate players tonight, at least? I mean, holding on, defending with 5 players is tough on Inferno. Doing it with 4 is close to impossible. And, once again, you kind of have to go for, one of those ballsy plays or go for gamble decisions to have multiple players on one side. Unfortunate, not the case today, and Marcus Gaming, they're going to be happy that they not only get the W, but they did it with a very big margin, 16-2, as he said. Yeah, unfortunately, the scoreline did come out to the prediction, was on point. I still kind of feel bad for the other team. I was expecting to see a close match before we, end the day, because the first one was a banger. The first one, we did witness all 30, almost took it to overtime. But this one, not going to be the case. We didn't even get 20? Yeah, we didn't even get to 20. It was only 18. Pretty quick 18 as well.
It didn't even seem that close. I think the longest part of that game was our technical pauses trying to get the power back on for device. That really shows you how that game really went from a distance. And you have to look at it and say there's 2 separate sides to this coin. Number one, Marcos Gaming really made it dominant. With or without the player advantage that they had for the 10 rounds that they won in a row, it really doesn't matter. Winning all those 10 rounds as quickly as they did while just holding W is nothing to scoff at. On the other side of that coin, maybe they were playing differently because they had a man advantage. Almost certainly you could say that Original Gangsters were playing differently because they had a man disadvantage at the beginning of every single round. Opening kills were just to equalize things. It was basically just playing an uphill battle where the high ground means everything. If you've ever seen Star Wars, you will know that all too well. But it just seemed like a continuous case of, we're playing from behind in terms of scoreline, in terms of fragging ability, in terms of economy, and more importantly, just in terms of manpower. You can't play a 5v4 every time in competitive Counter-Strike and expect to have anything to say about the map.
True. When you're playing at a man disadvantage and it's not gonna, be a 5v5 anytime soon, you gotta come up with something new, something different, something to catch your opponents off guard. But it felt like Marcos Gaming, they were ready for everything, right? A Negev came into play, an SG, a couple of shotguns as well. I'm still surprised how we got the entry on that one. But yeah, everything came into play, and Marcos were ready for everything. And at the end of the day, they did get that double pretty convincingly. Tough luck for the other side. And that is going to change a lot in that standings for sure.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, looking at the standings, Marcos have now gone 3-0 through the group, so they should advance into the playoffs. We'll get a definitive confirmation in the next couple days on that one. Here's your scoreboard for what was a fairly abbreviated map of Inferno, just to really iron the point home as to how well this went for Marcos. Device was 5-8. Device left
Oh
after
yeah.
round 8.
Oh no, I was gonna find
DS
that
King
out.
was 4-18. He was there for each and every one of the 18 rounds and found one less kill than a guy who was there for just under half of the rounds. That's if that doesn't illustrate how dominant this game was for Marcos, I don't know what will.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about Marcus Gaming scoreboard because that alone, as you said, that 1 point alone states what happened in this game. Marcos absolutely obliterated the side of OG. Yes, a man at disadvantage, but it doesn't really matter because even when it was a 5v5, I think it was 8-2. If I'm not wrong, it was
Yeah,
6-2, 8-2.
it was 6-2 when the disconnect came through for Device, and then just went 7-2, 8-2, 9-2, etc., etc.
It was a 16-2, ended up on that, and pretty easy win, as you said. Kara 17, goes 16, default of 15, Mikkels as well. Ryder on 11, did not get to see a lot of up play. But yeah, OG, they tried at the end of the day. ARX 13, Doppler 10, Lightning Fast on 10 as well. Device, even before the match ended, is sitting on 5, and King, as you said, 4 in the end as well. It's quite heartbreaking, and he's not going to be happy about it for sure. But as I said, they were already accepting their fate. They were ready to take the L, and the game was over as soon as it was a 4v5.
Yeah, just seeing the fact that it was 6-2 before the 4v5 even came through, I think really ironed that point home. But that's our second match of the day, and our final match of the day, done and dusted. Another massive shout out to our production staff in the background and the admins on this one, making the tough but unfortunately fair decision to let this one continue as the 5v4. Blink Entertainment bringing you the matches alongside our media partners, AFK Gaming, our radio partner, MyFM, community partner, QLAN, streaming partner, Geo Games Watch, and our smart lock screen partner, Lance, making sure that you can see it from every angle and every which way you please. That's going to do it for day 3 of the CSGO Pro League, but there's still 5 days to go, including the next 3 in a row to cover Group B and figure out the other 4 teams heading to the playoffs.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to. No one understands, shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine, and we back.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain and rain. I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind, they see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me, but I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
So faceless.
I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody. And you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Love.
I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you. You keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin. But even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feels so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday.